Ronin's back, slicing through the noise with a culture attack. Pop culture films in the world we see. Deleted scenes where the truth runs free. Take care, stay strong, we're breaking the mold. Be safe, stay healthy, let the story unfold. From watch parties, reviews to the news we spin. Deleted scenes, yeah, this is how we win. Take care, stay strong, we're breaking the mold. Be safe, stay healthy, let the story unfold. From watch parties, reviews to the news we spin. Deleted scenes, yeah, this is how we win.
Had to do it once so everyone would know it was me. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen out there in YouTube land. I am Deleted Scenes. Human being, American, YouTube Ronin, doesn't know how the fucking mute button works. Well, that's the show, folks. Good night, and thank you. No, I don't get out that easy. Welcome to the Mystery Movie Night podcast. I want to say hello first off to everyone currently joining us on X. I can't see you, but I know that you're there. I do want to say hello to a few people joining us here in the live chat. First one here, Logical Spark. Saying, hey, good morning. Hope you have a nice day. Indeed, you too, sir. Faithful Blue Ranch channel member, the Bird Woman of YouTube. Watch out for her channel, Fluff Chick Productions. It's Connie Clary. All right. We are simulcasting this evening. We control the vertical. We control the horizontal. Welcome to all of the new people who may be here this evening. Thank you to all of the new people who have subscribed to my channel and become members. Hello to Cole Hauser, who is with us in the chat. Good to see you, sir. All right. We had an episode a couple of weeks ago that was a double feature episode where we covered over Your Dead Body and Hokum. And again, a show that we simulcast over several channels. And we are up to, I think, like 84K views on that show. So thank you all very much for everybody who watched that show and passed it on to everyone else. Hello to Sleepy Hollow. What is this? This is a show where we review the Monday Night Mystery movie. Okay. I do have my fellow panelists waiting patiently backstage. So I'm going to bring them on right now. The most violent woman on YouTube. She has a staple remover and a very large thermos and a very scary dog who's about this big. You know her, you love her, you cannot live without her. The reason why I know you're all truly here, Sen's Corner.
So my weapon of choice tonight is this big-ass water bottle, and it really could be a weapon.
Not the one.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah, you're lucky. You're lucky I can't toss it through the camera or something. And my dogs are over there. Yeah. Hey, Connie.
Hey, Connie. And my next guest tonight, the man who shanghaied himself into this broadcast, so he has no one else to blame, Enigma Severus.
What is up, everyone? Good to be back.
Yep.
Looking from the theater.
All right, so we had something a little different this week. We had a film on Sunday afternoon. That was a family film.
2 p.m., so you know that's a dead giveaway. 2 or 5 means it's a family film. Yeah.
Right. All right. So we are going to be talking about that film first. And that movie was The Sheep Detectives. starring Hugh Jackman and a bunch of animatronic sheep.
well, CGI
And
sheep, but yeah.
and and then there were the actual sheep. No, everyone was a sheep, except Hugh Jackman. Everybody else was sheep and people in sheep and people's clothing. No, okay, all right. This is apparently based on a German novel.
Oh, interesting. I did not know that.
Um,
Okay.
That was entitled Three Bags Full.
Okay.
And that was the twist of the movie. No, I was kidding.
Yes.
Did you stay until the end? Someone said there was an audio stinger at the end. We didn't stay to the end, to the very
is.
end. What? Okay. Is it a spoiler if you say what it is? Okay.
The line at the very end is, "I still think it was the maid."
Oh. okay. That's funny.
Yeah. It is. All right. So,
she was insistent that it was the maid. She was not
insistent.
letting anyone
He was
talk her
insistent.
out of that.
Yeah. All right. So, quick plot synopsis is you have a shepherd in this rather bucolic town named Denbrook, and there lives a shepherd named George Hardy, and that is Hugh Jackman's character. Bit of a loner, lives in this caravan as you see in the trailer, and in his field, raising sheep, all of whom have grown to understand his speech, and we eventually theirs. And he, and again, this is obviously not a spoiler, he unfortunately meets a rather sticky demise. And the sheep decide that they're going to solve the case, because what he does at night is he reads to them. And he reads these kind of Agatha Christie type murder mysteries to them. So one sheep in particular, Lily, who you see there on the right, voiced by Julia Louis-Dreyfus, decides that she's going to solve the case, or at least help the local police do it, because they have one cop and he means well, but he's a bit of a dimwit.
He's in over his head.
He's over his
I don't think
head.
they get too many murders in that town.
No,
if at all.
He's grown accustomed to the sleepiness of it.
Yes.
Yes. So his police skills have atrophied a bit.
But he's not dumb.
No, well,
Yeah, he's not really. I mean, in the beginning, because
yeah.
I think he doesn't really understand what he's dealing with.
No.
But then later, as it becomes obvious, he shows some actual detective skills.
He does.
I think.
Yeah. But it grows over time, and over the course of this, we run into our group of suspects. There's the lawyer, played by Emma Thompson. We have the daughter, who might not necessarily be on the levels, played by Molly Gordon, our pal from.
Oh my goodness!
Oh, hi.
My hackles went up as soon as I saw her, but I had forgotten she was going to be in here.
we're going to be getting into that, and we have Conleth Hill, who you might remember was Varys on Game of Thrones. He's in here as well. He's the town butcher. It might throw you off because he has hair in this film.
That's why he does look totally different. I knew his face looked. Oh my gosh! I never knew that was him. That's so funny. Okay.
We like I said, we have our young cop, and then we have the woman who runs, who's kind of the town busybody, and is trying to get this quote unquote kind of cultural festival up off the ground, and it's really just like these three tents.
Yeah, like two or three at most.
It's really very sad.
Sad, yes.
And I cannot pronounce his name. Nicholas Scout Sign or something. He was the guy who was in another movie that we really loved, 100 Nights a Hero.
Yeah.
And, he shows up, and this is a reporter who is...
oh, He-Man. He's the guy who's He-Man.
Oh, he's going to be He-Man now.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. That's him.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
He likes being blonde-haired.
Oh.
I forgot he was in 100 Nights of Hero because I hated that movie. I tried to forget it. But yeah, that's He-Man.
Mm.
And he is all of 5'7" in this one. He's a ton.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you can kind of tell he's built under those clothes, though. You can tell.
All right. We'll see in June. Okay. All right. So he shows up. He's a reporter looking for a story, and he is sent to cover this so-called cultural festival, and kind of winds up walking into face first into this thing. And hello to Big Al Presents. Good to see you, sir. And so when our pal Logan meets his demise, and the sheep swing into action, and they're a pretty motley group of characters as well. We have kind of a loner within their group, who's Sebastian, who's voiced by Bryan Cranston. We also have Patrick Stewart doing one of the voices. The twins from Ted Lasso are in here doing voices, playing the other two Rams, Reggie and whoever the other one was named.
Right, Goldstein.
Yeah, Goldstein's. Yeah, and so yeah, we have this pretty fun. Regina Hall, I think, is the one he's keeps. I think it was the maid. Through the whole movie, it's kind of like her one line.
And then there was that other one that was always going murderer.
Yeah.
everything.
Stewart,
It didn't take much.
We have Bella Ramsey in here, who's Zora.
Oh gosh.
Yeah. So we yeah. We have some interesting casting here, let's say the least.
True.
But I gotta tell you, they're not bad.
No.
No,
they're not.
I like this movie. I had a lot of fun with it, and it doesn't really outstay its welcome either. It's just the length that it needed to be, and they do throw some twists and turns in here. The ultimate culprit, I did pretty much have that figured, but but if you're a little bit younger, and this is, despite some of the subject matter, I think something you can kind of take your kid to.
Oh yeah, it's PG, I think, right?
It's PG. I
Yeah.
think from like about 8 or 10 up, we should be fine with this. This goes back to the days when we were kids and PG movies were kind of like this and had a little bit of adult kind of content woven through it. And
they were actually very healthy with and conservative with how they portrayed death and everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was very tastefully done. I think I like you, I enjoyed the heck out of this film. I figured I would like it, but I didn't know it was gonna tug at the heartstrings so hard. There were multiple moments where, okay, at the end of the movie, my brother, who's sitting right beside me over here, he turns to me and he says, why are you crying over this movie? Because it was just, I don't know what it was, you guys. It was just perfect timing or whatever. But it really, I recognized those deeper themes, and I appreciated how it was done. It was very tasteful. It was something that's palatable for children, but can also maybe make them think a little bit, but not be so overwhelming. that it freaks them out. This was a lot of fun. I think it's going to do pretty well. It's getting great word of mouth. It has very high ratings by the official critics, which I know that doesn't always mean everything, but every once in a while, they're not wrong. And we were sitting in the movie theater, and my brother said, what was it you said exactly? You said, you asked if it had been reviewed yet. Yeah, he said it's going to get good reviews. So I looked up Rotten Tomatoes, and I think it was in the 90s. I thought it was in the 90s. And yeah, it's a good one.
And they were able to put multiple stories through it. So you are following a few different storylines and a few different character arcs. And yeah, they tied it together really well.
Yeah, agreed. And it wasn't anything that felt preachy.
Oh, yeah, no, not at all.
But yet it imparted some really important messaging, I thought. It was interesting about the winter lamb. And how that was a kind of a theme that went through not just with the winter lamb, but with other people that had been born in winter. And I like that it was approaching these sorts of subject matters in ways that was creative and interesting. Themes of death, acceptance, prejudice, and I thought the packaging was fantastic. I really don't have any cons to this film.
The reality of not forgetting things too. Yeah.
Yeah, or wanting to be willfully ignorant about something, and you can take that in different ways, but also wanting to forget because it hurts too much to remember.
Yeah.
This is something that I think a lot of us can identify with, how much it hurts to remember someone that you've lost. And yet it's respectful and it's keeping them alive when you remember them.
Yeah.
They even mentioned something about that. There were a couple pretty good quotes in here that I wrote down.
My favorite was their understanding of God. That was hilarious. That I couldn't stop laughing at that part. He's like, so God's an invisible.
Yeah, that was really funny. But they eat him every week.
Yeah, we eat him every week.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, they really, really milked the vision with the lamb and things really well, and they blended it really well. They didn't overdo anything, and so it was great.
Yeah, very good. Go see this if you can.
Oh yeah, and you can take plenty of people. This is nothing that's going to like make your friends judge you on like, why did you bring me to this?
No, it's completely inoffensive subject
one.
matter and story and presentation. Just an all round high quality, very good movie.
Yeah, the murder mystery was actually fairly well done. They didn't ignore that either. They actually made it a good idea.
Yeah. My brother guessed who it was pretty early on. I didn't until a certain thing happened. And I'm trying to avoid spoilers, but a certain thing happened, and I remembered what had occurred the previous day and didn't understand why this other thing was going on the second day. That sounds really weird and vague, I know, but if I say what it is, then you'll start to, or people who haven't watched it will start to, when they see this happen, they'll know exactly what I'm talking about and be immediately suspicious. But I thought the mystery was good too.
The mystery works, and they give you a pretty good group of suspects, and any one of them could have done it. And then they throw in the possibility that there could be multiple killers when they threw that little twist in there, and I'm like, oh, okay, this is where things are going to get interesting, and it does, and of course you get the character who of course gets kind of falsely accused,
not kind of. Was.
Yeah. Well, pretty much, like straight on, because Patrick Stewart, the Patrick Stewart character is one of the sheep. He's absolutely convinced from the jump. Come on, first time he sees a murderer.
Murderer.
Well, I love.
Oh, I knew it.
What's that?
the
It
female
was, yeah, that's what they were saying is Patrick
Yeah.
Stewart. Yeah. Murderer.
well, and who was it? Who was it? The one sheep that he's like, yes. He's like, I was able to do that with this. And he's just showing his little hoof.
Oh, who was that?
It was the
Which
black
sheep was?
and I thought that they were going to do.
Oh, was it Sebastian? Was
Yeah.
that his name? Was it Sebastian who said that? The
Was
other
it-
winter
Yeah.
lamb sheep?
the
Yeah.
adult winter lamb? He was like, you're right. Yes. Like he's having to condescend himself to this. And so, what was it? Oh, the human interaction with the sheep as well was really funny because it was just like, I feel that the sheep intentionally did that. He's like, sure, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not taking anything.
And then Lily, who's kind of the lead sheep, who decides she's going to kind of play Miss Marple and solve
She's
the
the
thing.
smartest one, yeah.
She's the smartest one, and always has it figured out. Always figures out, the books that he's reading to them, and she has her kind of sidekick who's voiced by Chris O'Dowd from I think he was in Bridesmaids, and he's probably one of my favorite characters in the thing. He's great. Find another window. And he's just causing all of this destruction. And finally makes his way to the window that they've already been at through the whole time, right?
Like,
Yeah, that's in the trailer too, right? I think when he smashes up against the glass, that was pretty funny.
the Brett Goldstein, the guy that plays Roy Kent from Ted Lasso, you can't mistake his voice, and he plays both the twins. It's they're little side characters. I'm happy they did that one tastefully as well. They didn't overdo him. They allowed the play itself out, but yeah, crossing the road, and then they have
Oh gosh, that was funny.
stupid chicken crossing.
It's a chicken. Just like,
And that's in the
No
trailer
problem.
too.
Yeah,
I wish they hadn't shown that, but that it was still pretty funny to watch it. The look on their face when they're looking down at the road.
He's like, only 2 more miles.
What is that? Well, it's not grass, I'll tell you that.
We only got 2 more miles. Oh, good. How far was that? Like 5 feet.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, it's a good one.
all right, so yeah, we got a bit of an elephant in the room here. Because I finally feel that justice was indeed finally done.
Ha.
and that Molly Gordon finally spent some time behind
in
bars
handcuffs.
and in handcuffs. Finally, she's the one in handcuffs this time,
Right? Oh my gosh.
after torturing poor,
Percy Jackson.
not Dylan O'Brien. Yeah, so
That would have been really funny if her introduction was, "Oh, hi."
Oh my gosh. Please no.
I'm like chuckling in the back row of the theater, and people are like, "What is he laughing at?" And I'm like, "Don't you remember?" So it's like I was glad to see that. Yeah, she finally got some jail time. She got a taste of her own medicine.
Not nearly long enough though.
Not long enough, but still.
And she could move around. She wasn't chained to a bed, so
Yeah, true.
I love the fact that as soon as she came into town and the inspector goes, "Okay, why are you here?" And then he's like,
you have a boyfriend.
You have a boyfriend. That's a legitimate question.
Yeah.
He's like, well, maybe he's tied to a bed. Just depends.
and the funny part, early on when it looks like it's going to be more of a triangle between Molly Gordon the cop and He-Man, which I'm still going to need to see that movie to believe. But he's looking through. Oh, I took all of these photographs, and this, I've got everybody on film, and see. Oh, got that guy. He's got Varys, and then every other photo is her.
Yeah, the carnival.
I'm sensing a theme here.
The carnival was ridiculous, though. When they brought them over to that carnival, and you have these three sorry excuses.
Wasn't even a carnival. It was just 3 tables or 2 tables. It was nothing.
It looked like this was less than a garage sale. I was like, what were y'all doing? But yeah, they had a bunch of homemade stuff. Oh my word!
That looked like they were a health hazard. Some of that stuff on the table.
So
nasty.
But yeah, no, the majority of the town was actually fairly enjoyable. You liked the people that were part of the town, and you really enjoyed. Actually, they actually gave enough people their screen time to learn about their story, and the initial appearance was starkly different than what we later on learned from a number of them. So, yeah, they did it really well with that. It
was cozy. I like the little town.
Yeah.
So he's in it for 15 minutes. He's probably in it for longer than that. Actually, he's in more of it than I thought he was going to be.
Yeah, they show him in flashbacks too. After he's some flashbacks, but also other instances with him. But yeah.
Yep, and I love the rescue story that they had of the one winter sheep.
Oh, that was dark.
It was beautiful how
Yeah.
he could remember, and he chose to remember those things.
Yeah. Because if he forgot, then he would forget an important human connection to that.
Yeah.
As well.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know why there was the theme. I mean, the theme of the sheep forgetting, that was probably just built into the whole thing that I said about the pain of remembering. Because I wondered, is this a thing with sheep? Are they easily forgetful? No, they're not. They don't forget, not forgetful. Do they easily forget? And they don't. They can remember things for a while. So at first I thought that was just something related to the animals, but no, it wasn't. It was tapped into the messaging of that with them.
Well, when they did that one time, and he goes 3, and then you hear the little ring, and he goes, "Oh, hi, Lily. What are we doing out here?" Back to the meadow.
They repeated the same thing they'd just been saying.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, I don't have much else to say about it. Just to highly recommend this film.
Yeah, I told my kids today, I was like, y'all really need to go see it. I think y'all will really enjoy it. It's adult enough, and it's fairly good. Nobody's really going to get bored with this one, and I'm pretty sure the kids are going to really enjoy the lambs and the way in which they behave and everything. I'm pretty sure a lot of people.
Oh, the little winter lamb was adorable.
Yeah. I'm small enough,
So cute.
And I didn't forget, But yeah. That's a good one.
I was just writing him back. I would hope so. I think they would.
All right. So the Sheep Detectives, I think it's pretty safe to say that we're thumbs up on this one. One of the better films this year. Go check it out.
Yes. Did you see what Geek Flag said?
Family. Oh, Helen Heat.
Yes, that's exactly what we're saying.
Farm and not Animal Farm. Yeah. Because when you oh man, yeah. Let's talk about that for a second, because I hit on this a little bit on my program Unscripted, and yeah, Angel Studios, you you stepped in it with this one.
Someone wasn't
And,
paying attention.
It was a real unforced error. And yeah. And I would have just written it off as just, okay, they didn't make the movie, they bought it. They didn't know what they were buying, even though they should have guessed with some of the people who were involved.
Right.
But either way, you know, I'm not going to get mad at the distributor of the film in the same way as I'm going to get mad at the people who made the movie. But they stepped in it when they did the video.
Oh, right. That was so cringe.
And
what was that?
I don't know. But this, as some people have been saying, this was a rug pull. Yeah. And Angel Studios, you broke my confidence. And you know what happens when that happens. Goodbye. I was going to go see the Washington movie.
I'm not going now. Is that theirs as well?
That's theirs. I'm not going to go see that now. I'm not going to go see the Ben Franklin movie now. And I was going to. I was hyped for it, actually. That's going to come out on the 4th of July. You blew that one.
I think their last good one that I took enjoyment in was what is it, Solo Mio? That one.
Oh, I didn't see that one.
That was fair. It's a good one. It has a classic remembrance of you know, good things can come out of tragic situations. They can. They don't always. But
wasn't that Corey's mystery movie one time?
Yeah, he got that one.
Okay.
Yeah.
And it was good. I went to go see it afterwards. It had some great comedy. It had one of the great actors. Who was it? He's older now, but he played his role really well. And so again, sadly, I haven't seen much after that.
They did Sketch too, didn't they?
They did.
Yeah, Sketch was good. I saw The Shift. Thought it was terrible. Yeah, didn't like it. That was one of their flops. Hey, Rachel.
Rachel, the elder millennial.
How you doing?
I'm so sorry I'm late. I'm so sorry.
Okay,
right.
well, we just finished talking about the Sheep Detectives. You saw that one. Yeah.
I did. I saw the Sheep Detectives.
Okay,
So
share your thoughts.
What are your thoughts?
This is a movie that if my father were alive, he would have absolutely loved it. Laughing, the jokes, the cuteness. I mean, even with just like you have talking sheep, you get brought back into like the Babe kind of movies
exactly.
and everything.
Yep.
Right. But this one had so much heart. It had so much like depth as far as like the different characters go. I loved it. And it was still a wonderful whodunit mystery that it was just, it was, my boyfriend and I went to start. He's like, thank you for bringing me to this one. This was a really good one.
Aww,
I was like,
he liked it.
Yeah. I was like, it also helps that it was at 2 p.m. and not 7. So.
Right.
But I mean, it has a 96% on Rotten Tomatoes. And we went out to eat afterwards. We watched the movie. Couldn't stop talking about it, was reading all the reviews. We were telling the bartender, we're like, yeah, we just saw the Sheep Detective. You need to go see the Sheep. We were telling everyone at the bar, go see the Sheep Detectives. They're like, isn't that a kid's movie? No, it's not.
Oh,
they make
yeah.
kid movies for adults now.
Yeah. And this is certainly one of them, yes.
It was a fantastic time. And for the longest time, I was like, who's the voice? Who's the voice of the lead sheep? We were all guessing everything else. We were like, oh, that's Chris O'Dowd. Oh, I know who that's Bryan Cranston. I couldn't tell Julia Louis-Dreyfus's voice at all until the credits. I was like, oh,
that's
her. Girl.
My nephew guessed Bryan Cranston's voice. And I'm looking up the cast in the theater, and my phone screen was so dim I couldn't see it. And his little young eyes, he was able to see, that was him. But because he's been watching Breaking Bad, but I couldn't always guess who was who.
One of the movies that came to my mind, and because Bryan Cranston has a major part in that one too, I was thinking a lot of Isle of Dogs.
Okay.
That's another one that I absolutely
While I was watching
loved
this
when I
one.
saw it. Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
It's a lot of Isle of Dogs. It's a lot of Babe,
Mm-hmm.
especially the first one. Kind of wrapped up in this kind of the best Murder, She Wrote episode of all time.
I know. Yeah.
Yeah.
Murder, She
So-
Wrote, Columbo, just throw them all in there, just little happiness. And my boyfriend teared. He's like, I teared up a little bit when they were
Me
like
too.
with the winter sheet business, and I was like, oh
Right.
my god.
I know. There were several moments that got me.
Yeah, I like how they didn't immediately conclude the whole thing with the murder mystery. They actually continued and wanted to tie everything up and, unify everything. That was really good.
Yeah. The moment where the detective was doing his Agatha, you know how they what's that detective's name in those Agatha Christie, Poirot or whatever? Yeah, where he gathers everybody and he does this whole thing about how he's figured out who it is and then he reveals who it is. When that moment happened, and it was kind of like a false flag when he pointed to a particular person, and then later that person's like, "Oh yes, but you just made it seem like you thought it was me." That was really
because it could be. Is the thing.
Yeah, I know. Could have been anybody.
Yeah.
Another one of my I couldn't stop laughing when she was like, "Is this your first murder?" And he's like, "You think I did it?" It's just like it's funny. It's like maybe it's a little cheesy line, but when you're in the movie itself, it wasn't cheesy at all. It's just
it works.
It's funny. It works. Fantastic. To find out that this was based on a German book, I was like,
that's what
okay.
Deleted was saying.
Yeah, the credits said it, and I was like, a German book.
I wonder if the book is as good as.
I do. I wonder. Yeah.
I do. One of my favorite. I'm happy that we didn't get left on a cliffhanger at the very start when Hugh Jackman is reading and he leaves everybody, like guessing. And he's like, "All right, I'll tell you who did it tomorrow." And they're all upset. And then the very next day, he actually tells them, and then you see all the sheep.
Because Lily was right again. And I liked also how when Lily was facing these challenges, she was feeling a little bit unsure of herself because she is the smartest one, and she was having trouble figuring out, what was really going on. She was starting to have doubts, and people were questioning her. And instead of being defensive about it and trying to make excuses, she came up with something that I thought was a great reply. That, real life is a little bit more complex, complicated than a book. It's not the same. I'm paraphrasing, but that was the gist of what she said.
Yeah.
So yeah, I thought that was handled pretty well.
And hello to our man.
Hey, Sashi.
Sashi.
Yes, we did. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
did you guys hear the clue that the inside source left?
Uh-uh.
No.
Okay.
No.
If I tell, okay, it was a picture of Wolverine, Hugh Jackman, with his face planted on the body of someone important politically walking down like a hallway. So that was the giveaway for what the two movies was gonna be. I thought that was pretty funny.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That is pretty funny.
Yeah. Okay, sorry, Deleted. You were getting ready to address the comment.
I just merely guessed via the time frame and the movies that were getting ready to come out, because Reddit is not my thing. But okay. Deleted, are you going to write off the whole studio just because some knucklehead executive didn't do his due diligence and screwed up big time once? Yeah.
You're getting paid well. So.
Yeah. Look,
well, it was the response to the screw up, like you said, the video.
The response to it that made me angry. There are people who claim to speak for me or at least, claim that they believe as I do, who basically got paid to shill this thing.
Yeah.
And that's another thing that makes me. It's not the first time that it's happened. Look, folks, we know that there are people who go on one platform or another, and I'll take this down because I don't want anybody thinking I'm talking about this movie. Now, look, we know that that reviews are being bought. I've never personally been approached. There are a couple of movies that I have avoided reviewing up to this point because I was involved with them in some minor fashion. So it's having to listen to what has come out of the mouths of these people for the last 10 years. And it's kind of like, I take this personal because it's a lot of the same kind of crap I heard when I was in school. And it's a lot of the same verbiage getting thrown at you by the same people. And when you have basically had, at this point with me, a whole lifetime of that, not to mention the fact that there's a stigma to the area of the country that I live in. There was a guy who went on social media today and called this part of the country the Confederacy. And when you hear that day after day after day for years, I have reached a point where I've had enough. Obviously, I am not going to be able to say anything that's going to get through to these people. They believe as they believe. They're not coming off of it. So I'm just going to throw it back at them. And if you're going to be disrespectful, and then I don't go to see your movie or read your book or read your comic book because of that disrespect, and then you come at me with, oh, well, why didn't you read my book? Why didn't you go see my movie? Well, go back and listen to what you said.
Yeah.
Did you hear about the QR codes?
The
at
QR
the end?
codes. Oh my!
Yeah, like the one that if you chose that you didn't like this movie, it would take you to a screen that said you're wrong.
Yeah.
Or something like that. What the heck?
Yep.
Is that?
Is
Give
just
us money, you're wrong.
Yeah. So and wanting you to pay into some. What the heck is that nonsense?
No. And
weird.
I'm not going to. I agree, Nate. Yeah, they did. All right, I'm going to. If YouTube tosses me for this, I honestly don't care anymore. Look, you want to know who a lot of the Grand Dragons and Grand Wizards used to be? Democrats.
Yeah, we know.
Yeah.
But, there's this popular narrative that they have shifted, that they've switched, when not really. They just got a little bit smarter, figuring out how to keep people under their thumb. Exactly. Yes.
Yeah. And Seth Rogen, I don't know how this guy has a career. He's not funny. He can't act.
Why would Angel put that up on their site?
Everything. It's stupid. Angel Studios pulled a Disney.
Oh, yeah, they did.
And they shot themselves in the foot. And they're going to lose people over this. And there's nothing that I'm personally going to be able to say I can't bring these people back for you.
They did, Cole, but what's frustrating is their response is to dig their heels in.
Yeah.
Maybe they legally can't speak out against it, but just don't say anything then. Because what they're doing now is really weird.
Yeah.
Very
They're
strange.
throwing gasoline on the fire.
Yeah.
They're living
what
long
they're
enough
doing.
to become the villain.
Yeah.
Precisely.
Yep. Exactly.
Yep. And it's an unfortunate thing because they had some movies coming up that looked like they were going to be pretty good, and now these are independent films, so they're behind the 8 ball to begin with. They need all the help that they can get, but if their own studio is going to blow their chance for them, I mean, I think you're just better off working outside of the Hollywood system. Just make your own films, Be Curry Barker, be Alejandro Marin, be your own man. Now, look, I want movies that everybody can go to see. Sheep Detective is a movie that everybody can go to see and enjoy. We need more movies like that.
Yeah.
And I mean, it's got a lot of big name stars. It's kind of Animal Farm in reverse. But yeah, look, I rant time, and I don't want to go off on a rant, but it does disturb me, but I'm sadly getting used to it now. And anyway, I know Enigma's probably chomping at the bit to talk about this next movie because he seemed to have some thoughts in the.
I saw that conversation. I stayed out of it intentionally until tonight.
All right. All right, so the movie that
team, please go ahead, because I did not see this one.
Oh, okay. The movie that we got last night was The Wizard of the Kremlin, starring Paul Dano, Alicia Vikander, Jeffrey Wright, and Jude Law as one Vladimir Putin, a guy you might have heard of. Okay, so it's you know what this movie actually reminded me of the most? Goodfellas.
Yeah, it could be to an extent.
Yeah. It's kind of so you basically you have this guy played by Paul Dano who becomes an advisor through a chain of events, becomes an advisor to Vladimir Putin, and kind of becomes his right-hand man. And what's interesting about the movie is that even though they go kind of overboard, almost saying that this is quote-unquote historical fiction, there's a lot of things that happen that are based on fact.
Well, they also said everybody in there was fictional, but that wasn't true.
No,
that was a weird disclaimer.
Yeah,
at the beginning.
Yeah,
it's almost as if they were requested to put that in there.
Maybe
what, like Putin is fictional?
Yeah,
how is Putin fictional?
Now, I'd agree. You're not going to the position that Paul Dano has as a theater guy, then becoming a producer. He would be somebody of use, but he would most likely in that setting not become to the position of power that he got. Most likely not. But in this one, yeah, they allowed that to happen.
Oh, he was fictional, I believe. His character.
Oh, I don't. He's probably an amalgamation of
an amalgamation, but for the movie, he's just his character is not real.
Well, if the other one I was thinking of was Molly's Game, where the lawyer who is helping Molly Bloom in her film, the character Molly Bloom is a true character, and the situation in which she was living is a true situation. So the process of events are actually real. The only character that's not real is the lawyer, played by Oh goodness, he's already Idris Elba, and even Molly Bloom said that Idris Elba is somewhat like the director's position of hearing and experiencing Molly Bloom's story as it was unfolding. So the lawyer is actually fictional, but everything else was fairly accurate. You know, so.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, I'm not. That's not sarcastic to what you're saying. I'm just nobody was talking, so I was. Okay, I hated this movie. I thought it was freaking god awful and so
Really
boring.
I was gonna say, did you guys like it or not?
No,
Silence.
I absolutely hated it. It's on my list of worsts for the year. In the first few minutes, I wrote one of the first things I wrote down was there's no hook, and it was primarily exposition.
It was good.
And Paul Dano was terrible in here. Maybe that's the way his character's supposed to be. He was so dull. He was flat. He was boring. He showed no emotion to anything major that was going on, like his girlfriend's cheating on him. Ho ho hum. You know, he's helping organize all these killings that are happening. Ho hum. They don't show you any killings that are really going on. Generally, you see like a car blow up, but you're being told, well, this is what's happening, and this is what happened, and this and this and this. I was bored out of my freaking mind. I started to fall asleep. I could not wait for it to be over, and I wanted to go watch Michael again.
Oh man, I
despise this movie. It's on my list already. I gave it a 1 star. Hated it. Hated it.
Okay.
And I saw you talking in the comments, Enigma, about how great Paul Dano was. And at first I was like, he's got to be like, this is sarcasm, right? No, you really meant it. No, I hated it. It was so bad. I would have rather watched a documentary about Putin's rise to power than this nonsense. Yeah. And we're just sitting here watching this conversation between Jeffrey Wright and Paul Dano. And it's just, and then the flashbacks and this, and of course, at the end, I knew it was going to happen. I didn't care. As soon as it happened, I just got up and left. It's like, finally, it's over.
Who's Jeffrey Wright playing this?
He's a guy. He wasn't a reporter. He was like somebody who wrote. I just read your comment. Just read your comment. I'm sorry. I was.
Since Porter is a shill.
I'm a shill for Tarantino. So I can rag on Paul Dano. Paul Dano is not leading man material. He is one of the most uncharismatic people ever. In Batman, he was all right in Prisoners, but he didn't say much. In Batman, he was fantastic until the mask came off.
This?
I can't with this guy. He does absolutely nothing for me.
He did an awesome job.
No.
Yeah.
He was so flat, and people said, "Well, it's because he's a psychopath." Well, but still, no, you're not really given the perception that he is an actual psychopath. You do get the sense that he doesn't necessarily agree with what's happening. He's just kind of going along with it, whatever. So, but even when he's talking about his little kid and how much joy she brings him or whatever, she comes in and like the most you get out of him is he's hanging her upside down. What the hell? This film. Fuck this film. Like those guys at Hard Cut say.
Just getting the vague vibes.
Sorry.
Finally, Sin starts to sound like me.
It's Bobby and Matt. I'm channeling Bobby and Matt from Hard Cut.
It's like one of those you see.
Yeah, I was angry, and I was thinking, oh, it's only an hour and 40, so we're like, I kept looking at my clock, and then I was like, wait a second, there's no way this is going to wrap up in 10 minutes, and I looked it up and saw it was an hour and 36 minutes. I was like,
yeah, all together. Yeah.
Get me out of this theater. Oh my gosh,
it is a little bit too long. I'll give it that. Oof. I do think that it could have lost maybe 10 minutes in the second act somewhere.
Just subtle hints, Sashi, you think?
But
see, I'm angry. Over 2 hour rule is working.
I'm angry at this movie. I I did have hopes, that it might be okay. But Paul Dano, I saw Paul Dano. I was like, oh no. Jude Law was great as Putin. He looked eerily like Putin.
Oh, man.
That was a little freaky.
The mannerisms and everything were.
Yeah, the way he held his mouth.
How he stood, how you saw him from the back when he was just.
Sometimes they were actually using clips of the real Putin. I could tell, but I thought he was. I thought he was great. I thought everybody did. Except for Paul Dano, the acting was fine. I have no complaints about the acting. And maybe Dano was doing this because that's how he was directed to do it. That was terrible direction because I didn't give a shit about his character. I did not care. I didn't care. I didn't care about anybody in this damn movie. Hated it. All right, I'll stop.
I don't think you're necessarily. You're not necessarily supposed to care about them because, like I said. Yeah. And this is why I make the Goodfellas comparison is the fact that these are bad people.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but they're interesting.
They are.
He's not interesting. He's not interesting.
Downright, and a couple of them are downright fucking evil. But
and
the
espionage of it.
He's supposed to be this wizard. Like what? We never really saw how much of a wizard he really was with what he was doing. It was like, I can't. I'm sorry. I said I would stop. I'm sorry. I'm still angry at this movie.
Well,
it was dialogued, but the again the comparisons I'm putting are. Yes, I agree. It is not as action-packed. This is using action-packed very loosely, but
that wasn't my issue.
Tinker Tailor Soldier Spy had more action in the film than this one, and it had an all-star cast. It had everybody, and that was a phenomenal film. And they did a much better job in that regard. However, this one, it is a legitimate political chess game on how they use humanity from their point of view on how they use humanity. I was just very intrigued with the entire process. It's like, and this was what reminded me of it is how Deleted was discussing a while back on the homelessness and the means by which they are used throughout the United States. And so when we look at it from this perspective on this film, they're doing specific and organized things. And I was very intrigued by the background of what they were considering, how they were discussing it, how their own people they would put in exile based on the fact of usefulness or non-usefulness, And so it was just, for me, it was very, very intriguing. Yeah, I could have lost some time. Yeah, I agree.
Like an hour and 36 minutes.
Never be made.
Just give us a documentary instead, please, and thank you.
Yeah, I was actually thinking it was going to be a documentary, but no, when you had Dano and Jude Law and everybody in there, I don't know. I was very intrigued, but you're right. The emotional status of Dano's character, it was just like, dude,
flat.
Nothing throws you. Like nothing throws you. Even when he was on the outs, when he was seeing his demise come, he immediately just responded and gave in. It was just like, oh, come on, man. I was hoping there would be an actual counterattack. It was like, well, I guess you didn't see that coming, did you? Yeah. So
I will give you this. I would have liked to have seen one last confrontation between the two of them. Yeah. I would have liked one last scene. Obviously not fisticuffs, but some kind of acknowledgement of, I know I'm getting screwed over, and I know it's your name on the handle. I get it, and I needed that scene because if I do have an issue with the movie, is I think the ending is too abrupt.
Right.
Or maybe the way that's shot, it's meant as metaphor. I don't know, because it says, okay, if you're going to do that, you may as well just hose down everybody in the house while you're there. Why wait for just the one guy? But anyway, that's neither here nor there. So I'm not saying that this is a perfect movie. It's not. No, it's not action packed. It's a dialogue film. No problem. I don't need everything exploding every 5 minutes to enjoy a film.
Well, that's not my issue with it personally. I don't mind
I get it.
dialogue-heavy films. It's just how it comes together, and for whatever reason, how this was put together was so flat and dull. It wasn't gripping. And dialogue-based films can be gripping, but that's not how it was constructed for me. It just landed. It didn't even land. It landed all wrong. It crashed and burned.
Yeah, it didn't reach that for me. I was interested. I was engaged, surprisingly, because I went into this going, oh, I don't know, but yeah.
I'm glad at least you guys enjoyed it. What's that, Rachel?
So I looked it up and it says it's 2 hours and 12 minutes. Why do you keep saying hour 36?
136 minutes.
Oh, 136 minutes. I'm sorry. I thought I heard hour. 36.
If I said an hour and 36, I was my brain is still fried from this terrible, craptastically awful experience last night.
She loved it.
I enjoyed the background. I enjoyed the study of it. But again, this is it. I don't know. It was very intriguing for me. I guess it was just a break from all of the bad horror that we've gone through, but it's just like, this is a different kind of horror for Scent. But
yeah,
it was. I don't know. Dano's character, his rise, his way of how he went about things, the invitation to Jeffrey Wright to come and to share with him, you begin to pick up heavy understanding, and it's a very layered thing, but you begin to see how the indications for Dano are before him always, and he doesn't even see it. It's so, I don't know. I really liked it. It's so intriguing.
He's the man who thinks he sees the big picture, but he's missing everything.
Yeah,
and that's kind of the thing.
There was a quote. There was a quote that he said that I think it was him. Maybe it was him. So someone said, "First rule is don't be boring." And I was thinking to myself, "You're breaking your own rule."
You're breaking your own rule. Yeah, when he was doing his first production with the reality TV crap TV.
I mean, it was chilling to see certain things when they were talking about basically the upheaval that could be caused by putting people in social media and stirring up all of this stuff, which we know happens. And Putin himself is just such a vile person. I don't know. I do hope for a terrible end to him. But yeah, it's just, yeah.
He's working with Trump.
Yeah, he's Trump's mouthpiece. Trump is his mouthpiece. Yeah, he's best friends with Trump.
Sure.
Anyway, whatever. Yeltsin was. Oh, there's our alarm. Thank goodness we're not going to talk about this stupid ass movie anymore.
I tell you, it does. And again, it's like I said, this goes back to memories of what my dad would watch, how we would investigate or intrinsically look at things. The detail is there. It's just, I don't know. It's not going to hit for everybody, and it's okay. I'm gonna go see it again. I promise.
No, it's not going to be for everybody. Is it going to play very long? No, but I found it interesting, and surprisingly so. It reminded me of something that I might have watched maybe in like the late 90s, early 2000s. It has that kind of feel to it. That like, okay, I'll watch Night Falls on Manhattan tonight, and I'll watch this tomorrow night. It had that kind of a feel to it. Um, but that's me. It brought me back to this time when I was seeking out different kinds of movies that were kind of a little bit more off the beaten track than from I normally watched. I found it interesting. How much of it is for a movie that they keep hitting you, they keep saying it's fiction, it's fiction, it's fiction. There's a lot of stuff in here that's not.
Oh yeah,
a lot, and so
the strapping of the one leader to the chair and getting him to read the prompter.
That was Yeltsin. Boris Yeltsin.
Yeah,
it was just like ooh. So, yeah. But the Sheep Detectives.
The better movie of the two. I'm glad you guys enjoyed it. I'm not knocking on your enjoyment. My irritation is with this film alone.
Well, I did have one lady. I can't remember when the situation happened, but there was something that happened, and a lady got up and she just left.
There were multiple people that left. I think within the first 5 minutes, some people left, and then other people left throughout. And then there was a couple sitting beside me, and they left after about an hour and 15 minutes.
Yeah. We're done with it. We're good.
Yeah, they were done. I found myself wishing that I could, but I do stick it out when I know it's for a live stream. I stick it out.
Well, I was there was a point really early on where I was like, we might be in trouble with this. Is when he goes to the party, and this is where he meets Alicia Vikander for the first time, and it was like, okay, where are we going with this? Why are we focusing on these like other two people that we're never going to see again?
Yeah, I noticed that scene. That was very weird.
That was weird.
What was the point of that? Okay.
Yeah, but just like, okay, why is she riding around on the naked guy? And she kind of gives the impression that was kind of like his idea, and I'm like, the fuck, dude.
It was really the weirdness of some of the cultural norms.
Yeah,
it was just like interesting, but again, like you said, it's just I immediately began to ignore some of those situations. It was just like, why? But thankfully, they didn't. Another thing I noticed is they actually, and this is where I think one of the ladies got up. They kept giving just cutaways. There was a lot of cutaways of just, okay, we're done with that subject.
It's like boom, 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 boom. Yeah.
And then they were giving the chapter sequences. It was just like, yeah, y'all are wanting this to make it feel like a book. And I was like, it's good, but yeah, I can see how it became fairly boring. And again, like I said, it's not something you're going to want to worry about in theaters. This is more of a sit down, legitimately study the film type thing and study the authenticity of it, I'd argue, Yeah.
All right. So, okay, two for, one against, and
one strongly
one
against.
One decided, come to the good side. No, I'm kidding.
Rachel, my thoughts to your thoughts.
What are we doing?
You will enjoy Wizard of the Crimson.
No, she thanked me for my sacrifice. So she's probably going to sit this one out.
Otherwise, she gets the stapler
or the skull.
Skull.
Yeah, skull. Skeletor. This is Skeletor.
Wait, what are we doing?
All right. Wizard of the Crimson.
We're trying to wrap up so Deleted doesn't get in trouble going to his next stream.
Yes.
Yes. Okay.
Who?
Okay. The next
Oh, this skull has a name? His name is Bill? It should be Bob from the Dresden Files, Matt. This is Bill, by the way, you guys. I've been playing with him during this. It's short for William Shakespeare because,
Oh.
One of my
Sorry, a little bit of
One of
trivia
my
there.
favorite scenes was from, the most recent Sherlock, played by Benedict Cumberbatch,
Yes, love
where
that
they
show.
have, he has the skull on the mantle, and he goes, decoration. He goes, friend of mine. I say, friend.
I miss that show.
I know, me too.
It was so good, right?
I used to watch that, and what's the one that Idris Elba was in that he was the detective?
Luther.
Luther.
So
Back to back.
good.
I would
But
watch
the
those
movie
two.
was terrible.
I didn't see the movie. Thank
Don't
you.
watch the movie.
Did
The
you
show
ever
was
see-
great. Movie
And I
was
remember this
bad.
from a long time ago.
Thank you for your
So,
sacrifice.
Did you ever see,
What's that, Enigma?
real quick, this was from years ago. I had mentioned it to you to see the interrogation scene in Luther when the wife of one of the serial killers is in the interrogation, and Luther asks her, he wrote this in another language, and she goes, well, it's one that only he can decipher. And he goes, you're making an assumption. And he goes, a lot of people say you're not going to be able to pick up on when you are actually making that assumption. And that interrogation scene was so well written. One of the most favorite scenes I loved of the entire show, because the assistant detective was like, she goes, oh, I think I can help you with this. And she goes, you see, he wrote this in a different dialogue because he doesn't want you reading it. And it was just so light bulbish for that lady. It was amazing to see.
There was so
That show
much
was
good about
awesome.
that show. It was
So good.
fantastic. I
Mhm.
like the show better than the first book I listened to. The first book, he came across as a whiny, pining away for his stupid wife, and he was kind of, Idris's portrayal in that show was so much better than the character in the book.
And
I
the
thought.
actress who played Alice, oh
Oh my gosh!
yeah,
Oh yeah.
it was great. I love
Oof.
Wonderful.
when she goes to see that one guy. She's sitting in the car. She just goes. He's like,
She was
I see
chilling.
the devil around.
Yeah. Great show. If y'all haven't watched it, if anybody hasn't watched it, check it out. Just
Seriously,
try to
yeah.
avoid the movie. They went blockbustery Hollywood with the movie, and it was so bad.
Not good.
I was very
Man.
disappointed because I was
That's
really looking forward
Blown
to
up
it.
Nothing.
I got the review for it up on my site if you want to see how not good it was.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. Yep. Go see the
All
Sheep
right.
Detectives. Definitely.
Yes,
Oh yeah.
do.
And give Wizard of Kremlin a try. That, there might be
I don't
something
know
in
that I
Yeah,
can say
I'm
that.
for it.
I mean, when it hits streaming, I'm gonna buy a copy for Sam and send it to her.
The steel book with all the special editions.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah,
It's okay.
like a
All right.
post for her and everything.
All right. Well, we'll go one time around the horn. Rachel, what do you have coming up?
Let's see. I've got a couple of videos that I am finishing up recording audio for and editing, so be on the lookout for that. And I'll be here for the next mystery movie night.
Right on. Enigma.
I will be here for a mystery movie, and I was invited to do a sequel with Miss Rachel on the movies she has seen this year, and I will have more input for it.
Right on. Sin.
I'm releasing my review for Hardboiled tomorrow, finally, and we'll be doing another live stream here on Tuesday, and I have a live stream on Friday with on Latinos Lunch channel. We're going to be talking about 3 of our favorite movies adapted from books. And that's it. Yep.
Right on. Okay. As for myself, in just a few minutes, I will be joined by Troy Pacelli, Netters Network, and Aged Boomer for the next episode of Live from Sparkwood and 21, where we are going to finish the second half of the season 2 premiere, May the Giant Be With You. On Thursday at 4:30 p.m. I am going to be Wait, Thursday, 5:30. Yeah, 5:30. I am going to be joining Outlaw Bill for Action Theater. It will be our first movie in our salute to the troops for this year. And that film will be Mel Gibson's Hacksaw Ridge, starring Andrew Garfield. So join us for that. Later on that night at 11 p.m. will be my program, Coming Attractions. You get to find out what I'm going to be up to in the next week, up to and including my appearance Saturday night on Films with Friends over on Big Al Presents. And this week's movie is the Disney Pixar classic Up. So join us for that. Yes.
Sorry, that was my phone.
That's your second warning.
It really sounded like she said, "Who said?"
No,
Yeah.
it was saying who's back. I was checking Twitter, and looks like Drunk 3PO got his accounts back finally.
Oh,
Nice. Good.
Yeah.
Yeah. Brotherhood of the Wolf.
I remember the first time I saw
I'm a big
Brotherhood of the
fan
Wolf,
of that
man.
one.
So
Yeah.
good.
It was
Yes.
Oh
so
my
good.
gosh.
I don't
Yeah.
know.
I
It's
recommend it to
dialogue
everyone.
heavy. I can't.
That was my introduction to Monica Bellucci and her husband, Vincent Cassell, or
Oh.
whatever
Vincent Cassell.
his name is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
but
Did you hear that the lady who played the love interest of the main character, that she passed away not long ago? She's so
Yeah.
young.
oh my
Yeah.
gosh.
Yeah, it was stupid cancer.
Oh,
So
Yeah.
that's kind of sad.
cancer.
Yeah.
And hello to Lieutenant Giratina. He's joining us right at the end here. All right. So that is the show for this evening. I want to thank everyone who joined us, both here in the live chat, regardless of whatever channel you might have been watching from. And thank you to everyone who was following along on X. I can't see you, but I know that you're there. And to anyone who might be watching this on the replay, thank you. Hit the like, share out the stream. Everybody here has a channel. Please subscribe. Memberships are available on mine, so join up there for exclusive content. Hello to the Iron Herder. Good to see you, sir. All right. Any last words before we wrap it up?
Go watch the Sheep Detectives and go rewatch Michael.
Oh,
All righty.
Paul Dano rocks.
Power to the people. Thank you.
I already
And go
said the
rewatch
cancer.
Project Hail Mary. You
I
guys.
abandoned him, boy. Okay. All right. Just a bastard in a basket. All right. There will be blood. Good movie. Please see it before Anderson went nuts. Okay. All right. From HQ and all points north, south, east, west, and beyond, good night. Take care. Stay strong. Be safe and healthy, because this is how we win. There's theme music. I'm going to play it now. Good night.
Steven Otten, Ronin's back, slicing through the noise with a culture attack. Pop culture, films, and the world we see. Deleted scenes, where the truth runs free. Take care, stay strong, we're breaking the mold. Be safe, stay healthy, let the story unfold. From watch parties, reviews, to the news we spin. Deleted scenes, yeah, this is how we win. Take care, stay strong, we're breaking the mold. Be safe, stay healthy, let the story unfold. From watch parties, reviews, to the news we spin. Deleted scenes, yeah, this is how we win. Yeah. Steve, your YouTube, bro, let's roll.
Yes, the thumbnail was actually made by Fletcher Williams. The credits are a tissue of lies. Do not believe them.
It's even not in Ronin's back, slicing through the noise.
That's all, folks.
Where the truth runs free. Take care, stay strong, we're breaking the